the most talented player that the Detroit Lions have.
DeAndre Swift is in more shape this year. He's bigger, he's stronger, he looks a little faster as well. I think this could be the breakout year. He's a guy that could be 1,800 yards from scrimmage. This is a put up and shut up year. Because if he stays healthy, there's no reason that behind this line, behind this center, and behind these offensive weapons, that he shouldn't be looking at somewhere between 1,500 and 1,800 yards from scrimmage.
And if he does that, that means the Detroit Lions are playing winning football. Braylon, I want to ask about DeAndre Swift because he has taken just about more money than anybody else to win the rushing record this year.
I like it.
Well, you got a laugh out of that.
No, it was good. I like that.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I like that.
I think he is one of, if you just take talent, just pure talent, he is the most talent. I'm going to say this. He's the most.
Here it comes.
He is the most talented player that the Detroit Lions have in just pure talent.
You know what? I can't dispute that because right now Jameson Williams technically still isn't healthy and he's not playing.
Haven't seen him yet.
I haven't seen him. I agree.
And so you've got to take advantage of that.
I agree.
Is there a balancing act? Because look, let's be honest, he has had trouble staying healthy.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Look, if you can play, if you're healthy enough to play, you're healthy enough to play.
Yeah.
You don't put your kid gloves on and try to baby these guys or,
Yep.
all that stuff. But I think DeAndre Swift, I don't know about leading the league in rushing per se because I think they can use him so many different ways as a receiver out of the backfield. But I would not be shocked to see him have 1,500 yards plus from scrimmage this year. From scrimmage, not rushing and receiving, from scrimmage.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the line in front of him. He has a really good line. One thing I've always been interested in, and that's here's going to be a good take for you. You guys ready? Jeff, you ready for this take? I've always been very interested as it relates to Georgia running backs. They are amazing in college. They're amazing at Georgia. You look at Sony Michel. You look at Nick Chubb. You look at, what was the guy back in the day? You look at, oh, my God. He played for the Denver Broncos.
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley's another guy that comes to mind. Noshawn Moreno is another guy that comes to mind. They have these amazing careers at Georgia. And then when they get in the NFL, it doesn't last for long, or they never get off the ground. We've been waiting for Sony Michel to take off for 5 years. Todd Gurley, he came and he went. Nick Chubb, now he's different. He's the exception to the rule. So I don't want DeAndre Swift to fall into that. And so far in his career, he's fallen into that because he's been injured. Now, with that being said, behind this offensive line, having another running back in Jamal Williams be able to shoulder some of that load for you. DeAndre Swift is in more shape this year. He's bigger, he's stronger, he looks a little faster as well. I think this could be the breakout year, but it's going to be about, like you said, how Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson, how they use him in the backfield. How do you split the carries up? How do you use him out of the backfield? Because the thing that will help him this year, you got so many weapons on that offensive side of the ball, whether it's DJ Shark, whether it's Amon-Ra St. Brown, who had an amazing year last year as a rookie, who actually graded out higher than Jamar Chase last year. You got Quintez Cephas coming off surgery. You have Jameson Williams, who will come off PUP after about 4 weeks. You have T.J. Hockenson. T.J. Hockenson, a guy that's already made the Pro Bowl, a guy that the Lions are waiting for to really show exactly who he is. So there's a lot of weapons, a lot of talent, and I think, man, if you use the pass to set up the run or use the run to set up the pass, you can do it both. So this could be a breakout year. And what you said isn't far off. I would even take it a step further, Ryan, and say that he's a guy that could be 1,800 yards from scrimmage.
Yeah, and every time we talk about wide receivers, I think both of us seem to forget about Josh Reynolds. Josh Reynolds had a really nice end of the season when he came over here and got acquainted with his former L.A. Rams quarterback, Jared Goff. We'll see where that can go.
And the good thing about that, too, is not everything that players do translates to the field. Like sometimes players help out players help out the team, players help out coaches, and you can't see that translate on the field. Josh Reynolds is a guy that knew Jared Goff. He knew the offense. He knows how the offense is constructed. And once he got to the Detroit Lions last year, Amon-Ra started playing better. Khalif Raymond started playing better. Jared Goff started playing better. So Josh Reynolds, what he does, you don't necessarily see it on the field out of him, but you see it out of other players.
Let me ask you, too, about just a comparison. And, again, I know I'll probably get hammered for making the Michigan reference.
Who cares?
But I do feel like DeAndre Swift could be a Donovan Edwards-type player for for the Detroit Lions. What Donovan Edwards did in the last 3 games last year for the Michigan Wolverines, I feel like that could be a DeAndre Swift type role this year.
Yeah, it could definitely be. It definitely could be. At the same time, Donovan Edwards is, last year he was trying to find his way, so they were using him in a lot of different positions. I think this year will be a lot more similar to what DeAndre Swift can do out there, because I think this year Donovan Edwards is going to challenge Blake Corum for the starting job, so he'll be getting a lot of those handoffs that Blake Corum was getting with Hassan Haskins last year. Just looking at DeAndre Swift, this should be the year. We've been waiting. This is year 3. This is year 3. Everything is primed and everything is poised. This is the regime that you want. This is Brad Holmes. This is Dan Campbell. This is the coaching staff that you want. You got the team that you want. You went out and got the players that you wanted. You brought back that team last year, that young nucleus, so that you can move in forward. You're waiting to go behind Frank Ragnow. You're waiting to run behind everybody, the Keanu, Jackson, Ragnow, Vaitai. At the same time, you have over there Panay Sewell. Can't forget about the tremendous year that he had last year. So for DeAndre Swift, and I say this with all respect and all love, this is a put up and shut up year. Because if he stays healthy, there's no reason that behind this line, behind this center, and behind these offensive weapons, that he shouldn't be looking at somewhere between 1,500 and 1,800 yards from scrimmage.
And if he does that, that means the Detroit Lions are playing winning football. Because, look, if DeAndre Swift has anything less than that, the Detroit Lions are probably playing from behind a lot. And that's not good for anybody.
Yeah, it's not going to be good for anybody, because Detroit Lions, listen. Now, everybody out there is like, oh, these guys are drinking the Kool-Aid, and here's another one of those takes from Ryan. He says 10 wins, and now he's got Braylon following suit. Listen, everything is about this. It's what we see. It's what we see the Detroit Lions building to. At the end of the day, I'm telling you what they can be if they are at their best. That is what I am telling you. If they are at their best, you pay Frank Ragnow a certain amount of money because you believe in him as a center. You pay Taylor Decker a certain amount of money because you believed in him at left tackle. You drafted Panay Sewell over Jamar Chase because you believed in him, and over Micah Parsons, shout out to my boy Maz, because you believed in what Panay Sewell can do. You bought in Jared Goff because you believed that he wasn't a Band-Aid. You believe that he was a quarterback, that once he got his confidence back, he could be something special. You went out and got DJ Shark and not Kirk. You went out and moved up to get Jamison Williams. You drafted DeAndre Swift. You kept Jamal Williams. All these things is because they believe in these individuals, they believe in these players, and these players believe in each other together. So with that being said, if you stay healthy, if you play the way you're supposed to play, that leads to winning football, and they could float somewhere close to 7-8 wins.